I brought my budget turbo Miata to the track for a day of fun and to see how it would stack up against much higher budget cars. The day was super fun, but it wasn't entirely problem free, which I'll get into later in this video. First, I want to go over everything that's done to this car, handling and power-wise. We'll start off with handling since it is a Miata. Handling-wise, this thing has adjustable Yonaka coilovers, it has poly suspension bushings all around, it has a roll bar to stiffen up the chassis and add a little bit of safety, and of course it has tires and wheels. The tires and wheels are the most important thing for a track day, and these tires are actually 7 years old, so they're pretty hard and they're not in their prime. That's it for handling mods. There's no additional bracing or anything like that on the underside of this car. And then for power mods, we have a budget turbo kit on here that's pumping out about 180 wheel horsepower or so. And we have an upgraded limited slip diff in the back that's a 3.9 ratio versus the stock 4.3. The last thing that I forgot to mention is this car has an upgraded front sway bar, but it is just the front. Anyway, let's put you first person in this car and show you how it did on track. Alright, starting out this day, I had my buddy Ark in the passenger seat and we pulled up behind this sweet R32 GTR. Nice. We got right out on track and I wasted no time making sure that limited slip diff was actually locking, and it was. Then we are straight to hot lapping and I was trying to reel in this GTR. You'll notice a few quick snaps on the wheel as I'm feeling out where this limited slip diff locks, because the last time I was at this track I had an open diff and it was absolutely horrible. You'll see throughout this video that the limited slip diff makes a huge difference. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep trying to chase down this GTR. Had to do it. We'll get up to him and we'll have some clear track ahead of us right now. This GTR sounded great, so I'm just going to let this lap play through so you can see how these two cars compared. I was keeping up with him that straight. Little wheel hop there. Here a car was pulling off, so we get bunched up again, and then I get to go chase him down the straight. We'll get to the official event times later so you can see how I stacked up against this GTR and the rest of the cars at this event. So guys, chasing that GTR was super fun. If you're watching this video and thinking that you would like to drive at an event like this, you're in luck because we're giving away a spot for the next one. This event was put on by Modified Machines, and to enter this giveaway, all you have to do is follow the 3 Instagram accounts on screen now and tag 3 friends in my post about the giveaway. Also, comment down below what car you would bring to this giveaway. Now, back to the video. Since it's so much fun to slide this thing around now with a proper diff, here's some clips of me doing exactly that. But of course, things don't always go exactly as planned. Luckily and thankfully, all the drivers behind me were paying really good attention and I didn't get tagged here after my spin. A fun part about this event was that there was a time trial session so you could see how your car stacked up against the rest of the competition. I'm going to play through my timed runs right now so you could see how the car did. Alright, so obviously I had some mistakes in there and the laps weren't perfect, but I still did pretty decent all things considered. My time was a 35.642, and that R32 GTR that I was chasing managed to run a 35.183, so I was within less than a half a second of that GTR, which was pretty cool. Other notable cars that were within my time range was a 2021 Supra, which ran just 1/1000th of a second faster than me. I wish I got him, but there's always next event. If you're interested in taking time to look through the full time breakdown, those are posted on the Toge Battle website so you could take a look. Now let's go over the problems that I had with this car throughout the day and things that I could improve to be even faster next time. So guys, the first thing that wasn't great about this day was how old my tires are. As I mentioned, these are 7-year-old 200 treadwear tires, and these things are bricks. They're really hard, and they're hard to get them into a nice sticky window to really put down some fast times, so I was working with what I had here. Getting fresh tires on this thing, I think would be the absolute best way to improve my lap times up on this track. Other things that weren't great is I didn't actually check my shock settings ahead of time, which was a pretty dumb thing to do, and I had my fronts on all the way soft and my rears on all the way hard. That, combined with not having an upgraded rear sway bar, meant that this car was still rolling quite a bit and it wasn't cornering very flat. An upgraded sway bar would make this thing quite a bit faster on track, and it would also make it easier to slide the rear end, which would be pretty fun. The last problem that I had was, if you look at my ride height, I don't think it's set perfectly even. I set this up about 7 years ago when I got the coilovers for this car, and I haven't checked it since. That means that the front is pretty low and the back actually still has a bit of a gap, so more of the weight is pointed towards the nose of the car. This leads to a slightly unbalanced ride, and it also contributed to the rear of this car not really hooking up like it should have, because that Torsen diff was actually struggling to lock sometimes when there was not enough force on the inside tire. And that's the downside of a Torsen diff, is it's a torque multiplier, so if there's not enough force on the inside tire, it can't actually apply that much torque to the outside tire and properly lock. That's why sometimes while driving during this day, that diff still almost felt like an open diff. Those suspension changes should fix that though. Before we wrap up this video, I want to show you the floor mats that I got from 3D Mats. These mats are a really nice 3D molded floor mat that's an all-weather mat that actually looks exceptionally good. There was a lot of in and out of the car throughout this track day, and these mats did a great job of fitting the car, not sliding around, and still collecting all that dirt and debris that would have otherwise gone into my carpet. If you're interested in getting these mats for your Miata or other vehicle, I have a promo code for their website that will get you 10% off, and that is CASHED10. Now let's go wrap up this video. So guys, to wrap up, this car did very well on track with no real major problems, but all of those setup changes I talked about would make this thing faster and more fun for the next event. If you want to come drive with me at that next event, don't forget we're giving away that spot, and I have all the links down below to enter that giveaway. Like this video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and I hope you stick around for the next one. Take care. You too, Marshall. Take care.